For instance, when Muslims were there, it was the Roman and Persian Empire. They would fight against. An empire. Do you know what an empire? What's the definition of an empire? A definition of an empire is a civilization that attempts to expand. The Romans were preparing to fight the Muslims. You don't need to, like, this was already going to happen anyways. Like, war is a reality of life. And Muslims fought against the Romans and the Persians. In fact, even there was an army where the Romans and Persians came together and were defeated by Khalid ibn Walid. So it was a life of wars. That's what a reality was at the time. Even today we have wars. And look at any other civilization, especially Westerners. What do they do to prisoners of war? You can see what happens in Palestine. They're raping prisoners, male prisoners. And they are rioting that they don't have a right to do it.
Yeah.
It's insane, like what's happening today. Look at any case. I believe even you keep quoting to the Geneva Convention or whatever. I believe, even if I'm not wrong, even in the Geneva Convention, I'll tell you that you're allowed to make the prisoners of war do certain duties or whatever. Like very similar to what Islam is teaching. So in reality, look, you can look at any, but none of these Geneva Convention things applied in real life. Look at Ukraine and Russia. Look at any war that happens today. War is like, Islam puts boundaries that no other ideology or religion is enforcing. If you want to look at the Old Testament and New Testament, they tell you can beat your slave half dead. If he dies the next day, then there is no problem. Right? Like, you can sell your daughter. It says, like, your daughter to slavery. You can sell your own daughter in Christianity and Judaism in the Old Testament. So there is no other ideology, whether it is Christianity or Judaism or any other religion or Hinduism, that will in any way, shape, or form be better than Islam or atheism. So in this case, no ideology. Islam is the only ideology that will surpass. But another thing to add, you just a cherry on the cake, is that Islam taught us to free all of those captives of war. Even though they were coming to kill you, even you have to treat them, even though they can do mukataba, you still, in the end, Allah teaches you to free them. Allah says in the Quran, وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةُ فَكُّ رَقَبَةٍ. What would make you know what the good way or the good outcome is to free captives. Zakah, you know zakah. One of the ways to give zakah is to free captives. So the state will free, whether you like it or not, people pay zakah. And the captives will go free. You understand? That's why with time, there was no captives. They were being removed. For instance, the Mamalik, they ruled at once. They were called Mamalik because they were previously captives before. Then they became the rulers. This, you see only this in Islamic civilizations. You don't see it in other civilizations. But you see it in Islam. Okay, so hopefully that answers like your question.
Yeah, answered my points, and I see exactly where you're coming from. Do you mind if I ask a question that's like completely like on the whole other end of the spectrum?
Sure.
Okay, so, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Islamically, from what I've read, it says that ex-Muslims or people that leave Islam should be killed. And the main reason is that they spread their ideology amongst the people. Is that true?
Yeah, so there is a punishment for apostasy in Islam, as there is a punishment for apostasy in Judaism and Christianity and other faiths. And as there a punishment for treason in atheism, which is capital death according to these countries. So leaving Islam is treason by definition, right? So it's doing treason to your own faith and community. So in Islam, there is a capital punishment, yes, but there are so many conditions again. You see, people tell you the thing, but they don't tell you how Islam applies the thing. And this is the problem. When I start telling you details, you realize how these people are lying to you. They're deceiving you, trying to take you away from your faith, where they don't care about you, sister. They don't care about you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, look at Palestine, look at Afghanistan, look at all of the Iraq, look at what they did. Look at what they're doing every day. They couldn't care less about us or our women. They just want you to leave Islam. As Allah says in the Quran, وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ. The Jews and Christians will never be pleased with you until you follow their religion. That's all they want. They want you to leave your faith and become like them. So now about the apostasy, there are conditions now. So the first condition is what? Is it has to be a Sharia state.